In the mid-20th century, Algeria, a North African country with a rich history and diverse culture, was under French colonial rule. The French had occupied Algeria since 1830, exploiting its resources and oppressing its people. By the 1950s, growing discontent among Algerians led to a fierce struggle for independence. The Algerian War of Independence began on November 1, 1954, with a series of coordinated attacks by the National Liberation Front, FLN, a nationalist organization fighting for Algeria's freedom. The FLN's goal was clear: to end colonial rule and establish an independent Algerian state. The conflict was brutal and complex. The French government, determined to retain control over Algeria, responded with a heavy-handed military approach. This led to widespread violence and human rights abuses, as the French forces used torture, mass arrests, and other repressive tactics to suppress the rebellion. The war was not just a battle between Algerians and the French, it was also a struggle of ideas and ideologies. The FLN worked tirelessly to gain international support for their cause, highlighting the injustices faced by Algerians under colonial rule. Their efforts paid off as the global community began to pay more attention to the Algerian plight. As the war dragged on, the toll on both Algerian civilians and French soldiers became increasingly severe. In Algeria, villages were often caught in the crossfire, and many people faced displacement, suffering, and loss. Meanwhile, in France, the war became a contentious issue, sparking protests and debates about the ethics and future of colonialism. The turning point came in 1962, after years of intense fighting and diplomatic negotiations. The French government, facing mounting pressure both domestically and internationally, agreed to a ceasefire. The Evian Accords, signed on March 18, 1962, paved the way for Algeria's independence. On July 5, 1962, Algeria officially became an independent nation. The Algerian War of Independence was a significant chapter in the history of decolonization. It was a testament to the resilience and determination of the Algerian people who fought for their right to self-determination. The struggle also marked a crucial moment in the broader movement against colonialism and imperialism around the world. Today, Algeria is a sovereign country with a rich cultural heritage, and the legacy of its fight for independence remains a powerful symbol of resistance and freedom.